are the best. It's the Seahawks going up against the Browns.
Larry, it has been a wild ride through this 2019 NFL season. Plenty of plot twists and turns at every step. But it all comes to a conclusion tonight as we welcome you to Super Bowl 54 from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he... He's knocked down. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end in Njoku. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. First down, he'll drop to throw it. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
First down, he'll drop to throw. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. Man open left side, it's Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. A first down carry here for Johnson. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. And the play clock's running down. So that'll back him up 5. Gun. They'll look to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. Give him 8 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game, too. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. And the first 3 points of the night belong to our home team as they get the field goal on the game's initial drive.
A good, solid drive. It didn't wind up in the end zone, but that's okay. You've got something positive on the board, and you got the early lead.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about. He used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie? When you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad?
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. And he's got the big tight end, Graham. Touchdown, Seattle. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Seahawks have taken a 1st quarter lead. And the QB rating right now is sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. But I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's the
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. He'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Coleman. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it.
Now I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
They go to Johnson again. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll look to throw here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it second down. They give to Johnson going right. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. There goes Duke Johnson. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Duke Johnson, 44 yards. And the Browns are able to cash it in for 6. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going up top, and it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Second down, Johnson. Despite the heavy running, he'll be hit and drop shy of the 45. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And defensively going with a dime set, 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll drop the throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. David Njoku was the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
And they've stopped them on the first 2 downs. Obviously, this is an important play coming up here. I think it's more so for the guys on defense because if they stop them here, I think they've set the tone for the entire game, how difficult it's going to be to score on them.
He'll look to throw. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. Zane Gonzalez now to try the Browns field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game. Momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now Wilson on second down. Escaping the pressure. And he's going to go down again. Myles Garrett in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they had the right idea. Just take what you can get on 3rd and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you evolved. You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
Fielded just inside the 20. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this 1st half. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Play action. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. It's caught outright by Graham. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you work on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do.
So we've reached half. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the 2nd half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a 2nd half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Duke Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his third pick of the game. Instead, second down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They go play action with Wilson. He's going to let this one go deep. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 18. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. There goes Duke Johnson. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Duke Johnson with his third touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. A quick hitter complete. It's Richardson. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there? Swarming to it and not allowing that to happen. Did not let him get downfield.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Room to run past midfield. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another big hitter there, this one good for 18. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. 31 yards. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Play clock winding down. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now back to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Back to throw here. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Johnson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Johnson with a burst, a 1st down and more. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. On 1st down, Procise. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line.
How about the defense not hanging their heads from the previous play where they were beat for a big run, came back on the very next down, and made a play defensively that was to their credit.
Back now here on EA Sports. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. And the play clock's running down. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. It'll be a pickup of just 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end. But running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Browns on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. He'll look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Here's Wilson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Shift together here from the D-line. Play action. It's Wilson. He's going to look deep down the field. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
No. Check. Patriot.
Back to throw. Dumping it off for Johnson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The busy night continues for Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. He'll drop to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard. And that's going to make it 4th down. Zane Gonzalez now to try the Browns field goal. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And that will swell the lead to 16. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now Wilson on first down. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Richardson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. On second down, here's Wilson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Malik McDowell in there to drop it for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And an alley to run. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Flushed out right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, but it sets up 2nd and goal. They go play action now. Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll come out throwing here on first down. His throw incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Time for a break. We're back to crown a champion after this. Time running out here on the play clock. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Going for a right side here, complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. Give him 30 yards there. That one looks like he'll throw here. Dancing to his left. Now the ball comes loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's got some space here. There he goes, right side. And hold everything here. This one is not over yet. They return it for the touchdown.
They continue to fight, don't they?
And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. And this is incomplete. A very pivotal two-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the fourth quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Johnson running right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Green 39! Green 39!
Now a handoff. Johnson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Browns on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll look to throw. He finds Coleman. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Corey Coleman, 30 yards. And the Browns add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So there on that play, offensively, they were in the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 41. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. Only one timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have one timeout left, and that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch. Not at all.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.